happy today? Have you all had your breakfast? Okay, fine. Are you all ready for our English class? Yes? Very good. Okay. Students, in this class, I am going to revise the lessons we have learned in our previous classes. Do you remember the poem? A beautiful poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Very good. What is the title of the poem? The Flower School. The Flower School, which was written by Rabindranath Tagore. Who is Rabindranath Tagore? Rabindranath Tagore is an Indian writer. He is a famous Indian poet. He is a short story writer. He is an essayist. He is a poet. He also involved in the independence of India. And he has won Nobel Prize for Literature for his famous work. What is his famous work? Very good. Gitanjali. Okay, he has written so many short stories for children like you. Okay, and this particular poem, The Flower School, is all about children. Am I right? He talks more about the happiness of children who are going to school and how do they enjoy rain and monsoon holidays, breaks or summer season, monsoon season. Am I right? So in this poem, he discussed more about the happiness of children, and he considers himself as a small kid, as a school going kid, and this particular poem, The Flower School, is like a conversation between a child and his mother. So here the poet considers himself as a small boy, a little boy who is talking to his mother, and this particular poem is like a conversation, like a dialogue between a mother and a son. And here, what this little boy, what this son is saying, he is describing the beauty of the sky during the time of winter or the rainy season. Okay, how the sky looks like, how thunder and lightning is frightening the children, and he also talks about flowers. He is giving life to these flowers. And what is the poetic device used by the poet in this poem? It is personification. What is the poetic device used by the poet in the poem The Flower School? It is personification. What is meant by personification? Giving human qualities or characteristics to non-human things. Is flowers or human beings? No, they are non-human beings. And thunder, lightning, forest, trees, leaves, do they are human beings? No, they are all non-human beings. So what is meant by personification? Giving life, giving human characteristics, human qualities to non-human things. Here in this poem, flowers are given the human qualities of children. These flowers are wearing colorful dresses, white, pink and yellow. Do flowers will wear any dress? No. Here the poet is using the personification characteristic, that is, these flowers are like children, who are enjoying the rain. And the thunder. Thunder is also personified here. Its sound is like the wind. The sound of the wind and thunder is like a musical instrument, bagpipe. So through the bagpipe, a sound will produced from the bagpipe. Similarly, during this monsoon season, the rain, the thunder, wind, wild wind, everything is creating a magical sound. So here, this is also compared with human quality. Next, the leaves in the forest are dancing along with the thunder sound. It is like clapping sound. So this clapping sound, do thunder can clap? Do trees can clap? No. Here, this clapping is a human characteristic, or only human can do that. But here, the poet is saying this thunder sound, during thunder these leaves are clashing, they are touching each other and thus created a sound. This sound is like a clapping sound. So similarly, so many personified things are added in this poem, The Flower School. And where is the school of these flowers? Where do they go for schooling? Underground. Where is their school? Their school is under the ground. And their master, their teacher is very strict. Whose teacher is very strict? This flowers teacher is very strict. How do we know that their teacher is a very strict teacher? How do we know that? Because in this poem, this poet or Rabindranath Tagore is saying that he is thinking, he is suspecting that these flowers are going to school under the ground and their master is very strict, because before the bell rings, if they move out of their school, if they come out of their school, what will happen? This master will scold them and he will ask them to stand in a corner of the classroom. So, with these lines, we can understand that this flower school master is very strict. And this poet or this little child, little boy is also saying that somebody is watching these flowers from the sky, where the stars are settled or stars are living. Where the stars are living? They are living in the sky or in heaven. So now this little boy is saying that they are rushing towards somebody to meet. Who are they? Their mothers. So the mothers of these flowers are there in the sky. They are eagerly waiting for these small kids, these flowers, and these flowers are running. They are rushing towards them to meet their mothers, just like me, because his mother is also waiting in the doorstep of his home to receive her beautiful beloved son. Similarly, the mothers of the flowers are also waiting for these flowers in the sky. And these flowers are enjoying this rain. They are dancing, they are singing, and finally they are running to see their mothers. This is all about the poem, The Flower School. Who is the writer? Who is the poet? Rabindranath Tagore. And what is the poetic device used by the poet in this poem? It is personification. 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 Giving human characteristics or qualities to non-human things. That is personification. This is the poetic device used by the poet in this poem, The Flower School. It is like a conversation. And here, who is the speaker? Who is speaking these? Who is telling all these about the flowers? The poet. So, who is the speaker in this poem, The Flower School? The poet. The poet, just like a small kid, he considers himself as a small kid. So, who is the speaker here? The poet is the speaker. And who is the listener? Who is listening to him? As a little boy, he is talking to his mother. So, who is the listener? Mother is the listener and who is the speaker? The poet as a little boy is the speaker. And here, this poem is all about the happiness of children. Children are compared with flowers here, or flowers are compared with children. Okay, so here this poem is all about the happiness of children or school going children who are enjoying the rain. Alright students, this is all about the flower school. Now come to the prose, the literature work, An Uncomfortable Bed. What is the prose piece we learned? An uncomfortable bed. This is all about illusion or suspicion of a person. Am I right? This An Uncomfortable Bed is written by Guy de Maupassant, and Guy de Maupassant is a French writer. He participated in the Franco-German War. Okay, he is a famous short story writer in France. So, Guy de Maupassant wrote An Uncomfortable Bed, and this particular person, Guy de Maupassant, is a French writer. Rabindranath Tagore is an Indian writer. Guy de Maupassant is a French writer. And in this particular prose, in this particular story, Guy de Maupassant is trying to, through this particular prose, he is trying to convey a message that everything around us might be right or wrong. All that glitters is not gold. It's a proverb, right? Similarly, appearance is deceptive. That is also a proverb. Here, the narrator is suspecting something wrong about his friends. And this suspicion is reasonable. Why is it reasonable? Because he was a victim for the practical jokes of his friends for so many times. This is not the first time. He was the victim of the practical jokes or pranks by his friends so many times. So in this time, he is so conscious, or he is so alert, and he wants to avoid such practical jokes or pranks by his friends. And in the beginning, he was welcomed by his friends warmly, and his friends are so excited and their enthusiasm is so exaggerated. It is beyond the reality. And so from the beginning itself, he is thinking that, the narrator is thinking that my friends are planning some pranks against me. They are planning to trap me. I should not be the victim. I should not be trapped by them. So I should be very alert, very alert. And his friends are welcoming him warmly, and they are so excited, and their enthusiasm is so high. His servants, valets, his servants are also so happy to receive him. And at the time of dinner, his friends are discussing among themselves, and they are cracking some jokes, they are laughing, their laughter is also high and exaggerated. Exaggerated means beyond reality. For a joke, somebody will laugh, but their laughter is a little bit high. So, all these things around him makes him to feel that he will be trapped by his friends. So, I should be very alert. And so, he did not open his mouth. He did not say, he did not utter anything to his friends or to his servants. He always thinks about this trap or this prank, this practical joke. What is meant by practical joke? Making fun of others or making another person as a foolish person or cooned by the others. So that is practical joking. So he wants to avoid such a practical joke on him by his friends. And his friends are escorting him to his bedroom, to his chamber. He had a candle in his hands. Till now he is thinking about his friends. Are they preparing or are they planning something against me? And inside his room, he checked everything. He checked the curtains, he checked the bedspreads, bed sheets, blankets, everything, table, chair, everything he checked. and he could not find any evidence to prove that his friends are planning or trying to trap him. And finally, he is unable to sleep on the bed. So he arranged a bedspread, everything on the floor, and he slept there. In the morning, what happened? He could hear only a heavy sound of broken piece of dishes, bowls, and he could feel some pain of hot liquid or something like hot liquid or water is flowing and is giving some pain on his face, on his neck, everything. When he opens his eyes, he finds out that it is nothing but tea. The tea which was carried by his servant, the teapot, the kettle, the cups, saucer, and his morning breakfast, everything spilled on him and on his bed. All his friends and all his servants laughed at him. Why? Because he took so many precautions to avoid to be a cooned person or to be a foolish person. But finally, what happened? He himself made him as a foolish man. How? He forgot to close the door. Okay, so because of that, he himself made him as a foolish person. This makes his friends to laugh and his servants, everybody is laughing, and that was the joke or humor of the day. And finally, he realized that I could have closed this particular door so that I might not be fooled or might not be a foolish person in front of my friends as well as my servants. So similarly, in our day-to-day life also, our suspicion on somebody or our suspicion or doubt on something is different from reality. Okay, so this is what the message conveyed in this prose, an uncomfortable bed. Is that clear, students? Students, now take page number 59. Take page number 59. 59. Okay. In the big picture, they have given analyzing advertisements. Just like our narrator in the prose, an uncomfortable bed, sometimes we may look at something and imagine that this is right, or sometimes we may look at something and we will assume that this is wrong. For example, here they have given advertisements for fast food items like noodles and so many drinks, soft drinks, and for so many food items which are unhealthy, and in the advertisement they will show it as it's a healthy food, just like vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits are the healthy food for us, but some advertisements, through these advertisements, they are marketing the food, marketing the unhealthy food. Junk foods they will advertise as it is a good healthy food, and people will believe that through these advertisements, people will believe that okay, this particular food is healthy, so that I should get it for my kids. Similarly, for cosmetics, for soap, for perfume, for anything, through advertisements, these business people are trying to attract the consumers or attract the customers, right? For every product, the advertisements attract the customers so that the people will buy their products. They will not think about its cause and effect. They will only think about the attractiveness of those products. It might be a food item, it might be chocolate. For chocolates, there are so many advertisements, right? They will give us energy, we can run, we can do whatever we like. So, with the help of chocolate, can we do that? No. So, these advertisements are attracting people to buy their products. So, here they have given you a task. Advertisements for unhealthy products like fizzy drinks, soft drinks, fast food. These advertisers or these businessmen, these people are trying to convince the people, the ordinary people through their advertisement. If you eat this chocolate, you can do what? You can fly like anything. So, these advertisements are unreal, but they are trying to convince the audience or convince the customers, right? Convince the ordinary people. They are cheating us actually. Choose any one advertisement of an unhealthy product, analyze it closely and write 2 paragraphs explaining the techniques it uses to change our perception about it. So, what you are going to do today, you have to observe the advertisements of junk food, maybe unhealthy food. Unhealthy food advertisements like noodles or chocolates. Sometimes they are unhealthy. Most of these junk foods are unhealthy, right? These chocolates, noodles and so many things. Fish or not fish, chicken. Everything is unhealthy, but through advertisements they will show it as healthy, beautiful, tasty, delicious food item. So today what you are going to do, you have to observe these advertisements for unhealthy food and notice how do they trap the people, trap the ordinary people, or how do they convince the ordinary people through their advertisements. Okay, this is what you are going to do today. You have to write 2 paragraphs. This is your homework. Now, work with words. They have given 5 words: interlude, penetrated, excessive, suspicion, reception. And these same words are given in some other format. Okay. In each row, find the word or words that match the one in bold exactly. For example, interlude. Interlude. This is the given word and they have given some other words along with interlude. Now look at this. Interlink, interlock, interlude, interlock, interlace and interlay. So they have given it in different style or format. You have to circle the same word interlude there, given there. Okay. For example, for interlude they have given 6 more words and there you have only 1 interlude, right? The third one, interlude. Circle that particular word. Next, penetrated. For penetrated they have given penetration, penetrate, penetrated, penetrated, penetrable. Circle. There are 2 penetrated words are there. Circle those 2 words. The rest you can do by your own. Alright students? And I hope you're all thorough with these 2 lessons. The flower school, this poem as well as the prose and uncomfortable bed. See you all in the next class students with another topic. Until take care.